Alright, Chris Wilson, mate. This is Uber Elder Kill. Number... What are we on, Chris Wilson? This is going to be number 12. We've had one duel, and that was on our first run. We've now gone basically 11 runs without a duel. We're trying to get a GGZII to drop. At the moment, let's just go D&D. I'm getting a little bit bored. 10 Uber Elders, relentlessly running Guardian maps. I've managed to level myself up to 96. I've never been level 96 before. I just haven't died on the character in so long. That I've just leveled up. I've made like 20 Shaper sets. I've ran Shaper. I've done Shaper. I've got like 9 sets left. I've got currency. I managed to level up and get a dex node when I hit 96. This allowed me to get these gloves that had lightning res on, and I didn't need quite as much dex, so I could get ones with lightning res on. It cost me 2 exalts, and that allowed me to buy this belt. Well, sorry, wear this belt that I crafted. That's got max life. Could be better, but honestly, when you look up max life recovery rate and like any sort of resin life, it's like 10x. So I'd probably gain like an extra 50 life if I got a really good one. So I gained like 200 life with the upgrades. The only thing left to really possibly upgrade that I can think of is like a helmet with more life. But honestly, it's really not needed at this point. I'm just completely done with the character, and I'm ready to move on to something else. It's been really fun, but what I'm thinking of doing is getting rid of these Guardian maps and just farming Shaped Courthouse with like a Wander or something. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. If I get an amazing duel, maybe something interesting happens, but I've been lagging a lot whilst doing these. That's also a slightly tilting thing. Like, I run fine all the time. Runs sweet. I get into Uber Elder and it just shits the bed. Also, I've got the wrong ascendancy on, so I'm just going to leave. What's nice about this build is you can do shit like this. Like, you can just straight leave and not be worried, because you're not really going to brick the set. So that's nice. It's a really good build. Proper enjoyed it. It's just like, I put so much currency into it now, it's like ridiculous. I'm just not getting anything back. So, kind of feels a bit pointless. I may as well blast maps and just chill out. But anyway, hopefully we don't lag like shit. That would be disappointing. Sound up music a little bit. Yeah, you see already? Look at this. Bang. 1 FPS up here twice already. It's just the zone. It makes it so difficult. It's one of the reasons... Like, look, did you just see that FPS? I had no frames whatsoever. I'm running a 970, an overclocked 4790K, 32 gig of RAM, and look at my FPS in the top right. One of the main reasons I actually haven't changed build is just because I think any other build on Uber Elder, regardless of how well I play it, I will just straight not be able to complete it, because I just have too much lag, and this build allows me to literally lag like you see for like the vast majority of the fight and survive. That's why it's been disappointing, because I enjoyed killing it on Blade Flurry. It was a lot harder, but I enjoyed it. But there's no other build that allows me to basically lag and kill it. Like, if you just look in the top right of my screen, I'm constantly dipping to not just like 60 FPS. I'm going from like 100 FPS to just nothing. I've got no other tabs open. I've got nothing else that's like eating performance. Yes, I'm recording in OBS, but I mean, it shouldn't be like this. The overall performance of this zone is dire, and it must be very frustrating, because it's very frustrating for me. I can't imagine trying to play this fight out in hardcore. Like, just keep looking at the top right of the screen. I'm relentlessly hitting 1 frame every time the guy does a new animation. Boom, 1 FPS. And it gets really frustrating to play, because it just doesn't feel nice. That's one of the main reasons I'm like thinking about stopping fighting Uber Elder, is you farm for like 2 hours, you do like 8 Guardian maps, and then you get into this zone and it just straight lags. Like, again, boom. It probably isn't showing it on video because just the way video records, it looks different to the way it plays. But like, I'm constantly hitting no frames, like my PC is just stopping. And it's not just me as well. I've seen videos of Mathel fighting it, and when he streams and he goes, oh, I hit no frames, it doesn't look like he's actually got no FPS, but trust me, when you stutter, your whole PC just hangs. Like there, bang. Why am I going to 1 FPS? If I farm Shaper, or I play PUBG on max settings, I ain't lagging. But if I farm Uber Elder and the Shaper does a slam, I'm dead. Effectively. So that's why I'm sticking with this build, because you can just be retardedly tanky and basically get away with hanging on 1 FPS. And it's frustrating because it's a really fun fight, but I feel like a lot of people must experience this. Now, maybe my PC's got something wrong with it, and I'm not figuring out what's wrong with it. But it's like this when I don't stream. It's like this if I use Shadowplay. It's like this if I use OBS. It just shits the bed when I'm playing the game. And like there, I just hit 30 FPS, which isn't bad. But it's the fact you're jumping from straight, like, 120 FPS that feels smooth as shit to boom, 30. And yeah. Now, you could say use dynamic resolution. Doesn't help. If anything, it feels worse. You could say lower all your settings. They've pretty much got rid of all my settings. I've tried no MTX, I've tried MTX, and it all results in the same thing. A load of lag into no jewel drop. So yeah. So I'm hoping for a jewel drop. It's now been like 11 runs without a drop. And honestly, I've made like absolutely no currency doing this. I've made currency in the sense that like sometimes I'll get a base that sells a summit. And obviously I get Guardian maps dropping, but nothing big's happened or dropped. Not expecting it. I just like something that isn't... I just like something interesting to drop. Please. Please, game. Like, just hear me and like just drop me something, mate. He's heard me, mate. It's finally dropped. And an Elder Belt. Oh, and a Quiver? Oh, is this the one? What's this? Item base, item level. 25C. We've got a Quiver with pretty bad rolls. One of these with spell crit. A Chopper. I'm saving the jewel there. Alright. I'm excited. I don't even care if it's bad. I've had a jewel drop. This is what we came for. Whew, come on. It's really bad, isn't it? It's so bad. Vendor. 51% increased fire damage whilst affected by anger is like nothing. Determination's nothing. And purity of elements is nothing. What a rip. That's what we waited for. I'm pretty damn sure. I've been looking at Watcher's Eyes for a while. I'm pretty damn sure this is awful. But I'll just confirm how awful it is. But I don't even care. I'm pretty pleased it dropped. The only one that might be worth anything is anger. But I don't think it's happening, honestly. Damage. Increased fire damage whilst affected by anger. 51. 75C. What else have we got? Determination is literally nothing. Purity of elements. Of elements. What is it? Hits taken as fire damage. Don't think that's very good. We can go and just type it in manually and then purity of elements. %. So this is like 10C. Or maybe we get like 80C out of it or something. And like 20C off here. Maybe we make like an exalt. Hey, listen, I'll take it. All that now means is that the duel counter has been reset. And now I've got to do another 10 to get a good one. But I was starting to think like maybe I was doing something wrong. And you have to do like a certain challenge to get a Watcher's Eye to drop. Like, you know, you keep Shaper alive on Red Elder. Starting to think like, oh shit, like maybe I'm doing something wrong. But that's it, man. There we go. We got a duel, bat and exalt.